400,000 rands worth of counterfeit goods, including Louis, Zara and Versace, were seized at Durban Harbour last week. Oh, Durban police, this is when you guys want to do your job? In this economy? How am I meant to keep up my appearance of wealth if I can't go to Dragon City and get myself a Louis Vuitton bag? We'll fix the E in Photoshop. It's not like you're going anywhere for real anyway. Do you know how much it costs? I mean, neither do I. I've never been to those shops. What do I look like? A member of parliament. Point is, it's expensive. Also, where do these seized goods go now? Are we going to start seeing Durban policemen and women walking around with expensive clothes because of phantom bonuses? Or am I really going to have to wait the 3 months it's going to take to get to my connect anyway? Through his connect at the police. We all know that's how it works. Just don't zoom in too close to my Gucci sandals. Might be Gucci. The United States of America has accused South Africa of supplying weapons to the Russian military forces after a Russian cargo ship docked in South Africa from the 6th to the 8th of December last year. America, we gotta do something about those insecurities. Yes, you don't like Russia, but she's our friend. We've only hung out we've hung out a lot, but it means nothing. I've been added to a group. BRICS. It's the first letters of all of our names. Really, you've got nothing to worry about. We have to have lives outside of each other. Nobody's stressing you about your other group of friends. Also, America, how much can we trust you? Aren't you the same people who went behind our government's back to tell our citizens that Sandton was going to be bombed? And ever since then, the only bomb that went off turned out to be a generator exploding. And we know exactly who caused that. So how can you trust your intel this time? But apparently America and its ambassador, Ruben Brigady II, have allegedly since apologized for this whole fiasco. But I've watched enough American courtroom dramas to know exactly what they were doing. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Cyril, what date approximately did you buy the Corvette? Do you remember how much it cost? One last question. Do you remember killing your neighbor's dog?
Objection, Your Honor. Sustained. Please withdraw.
Okay, Your Honor. Okay. I withdraw. Even if it turns out to be false, those allies are looking at us sideways. President Ramaphosa has come out sternly to say that South Africa will not be picking a side between Russia and the West. But we all know at some point we're going to have to choose. Are you going to go with the older relationship? It's safer, it's established, but it may not be satisfying you the way it used to. Or do you go with the younger, riskier, fresher alliance that's treating you importantly and promising you everything you've ever wanted? If only we had a president with experience with dealing with this, blending different marriages together. Ruyter has dropped a new memoir titled Truth to Power, My 3 Years at Eskom, and it's meant to have bombshells dropping all over the place. But Andre, you couldn't give Mam Kize just a couple of weeks for her book to flourish? In the book, he tells detailed stories about ministers and other very important members of government, even going directly at some, like what he says about our president, who apparently is, and I quote, not someone with hands-on experience of building an enterprise from the bottom up. Shrewd deal-making, lubricated by favorable black empowerment, built his fortune. Ooh, Andre, you should have given the president a chance to lubricate something else before shoving all this up there. So all this time, we thought he was keeping quiet because he was letting due process win and being a patriot. Meanwhile, every time he didn't answer a question directly, it was just so that it doesn't take anything away from his book. He treated this whole thing like a rollout. Everything from the interview to the parliamentary questions. I just hope that this tell-all book becomes tell-all evidence that's going to bring about tell-all convictions and tell-all solutions to the electricity problem that we've been faced with for years now. On the bright side, I now have something to read by candlelight during load shedding. You know, that thing you were meant to fix, sir? Also, dibs on the documentary rights. I'm about to make some money from this too. Is Brian Molefe also writing one?
Welcome to the Every Couple of Days show with Zweli. Shit. Load shedding. One time I come to the studio after hours. Fuck.